Welcome. I'm Diana Hoff with Mountain West IRA. Today we're covering a topic that really is absolutely critical to your success with a self-directed IRA, and that is understanding the difference between education and advice and knowing which professionals are responsible for each. If you're exploring self-directed IRAs or you already have one, this understanding can help protect your retirement account and ensure you're getting guidance from the right sources. We're going to break down what your IRA custodian does, what tax and financial professionals do, and why these boundaries exist in the first place. Let's start with the role of the custodian or administrator, because this is where most of the confusion begins. At Mountain West IRA, we serve as a self-directed IRA administrator. Our role is to hold and administer your retirement account and ensure that it operates within IRS rules. We process transactions at your direction, maintain required documentation, provide record keeping and reporting necessary for the IRS. You got to get the IRS everything they need. Think of the administrator as the operational backbone of your self-directed IRA. You make the investment decisions, and we handle the administrative and compliance mechanics that allow those decisions to be carried out properly. What custodians and administrators do not do. We do not provide tax advice. We do not provide financial advice. We don't recommend specific investments, asset types, or strategies. We do not tell you whether you should invest in real estate, precious metals, cryptocurrency, private placements, or any other alternative asset. The reason's pretty straightforward. Custodians and administrators are not licensed to provide that type of advice. Mountain West IRA does not hold securities licenses, and our team members are not acting as CPAs, tax attorneys, or financial advisors. That separation is intentional and important. What we do provide is education, and there is a meaningful difference between education and advice. Education explains how things work. It outlines processes, rules, and options without telling you what decisions to make. For example, we can explain how real estate is held inside of a self-directed IRA, what paperwork is required, how income and expenses must flow through the account, and what the prohibited transaction rules are. What we cannot do is tell you whether real estate is a good choice for you or evaluate a specific property. Education gives you the framework and understanding. Advice applies that information to your personal situation and recommends a course of action. So, why do these boundaries matter? You may wonder why these boundaries matter so much. And the answer is they exist to protect you. First, regulatory compliance. Providing tax or financial advice without proper licensing violates state and federal regulations that are designed to protect retirement investors. That's you. Second, avoiding conflicts of interest. If a custodian or administrator were recommending specific investments, would you reasonably question whether those recommendations were truly in your best interest? Clear boundaries remove that concern. Third, matching expertise to the question being asked. Tax questions require expertise. Strategy questions require financial planning expertise. You want answers from professionals who are trained and legally authorized to give them. This separation is not a limitation. It is a safeguard. Your IRA administrator educates you on how the account works. Your tax professional advises you on tax consequences, and your financial advisors help guide overall strategy. So let's talk about tax professionals. Tax advice should always come from qualified CPAs or tax attorneys who have the credentials to evaluate your individual situation. These professionals can help you determine whether a traditional or a Roth IRA structure may make sense for you based on income, tax brackets, and long-term planning goals. They can also explain potential tax considerations tied to alternative assets, including situations where UBIT, unrelated business income tax, or UDFI, unrelated debt financed income, may apply. They can also help with contribution planning, distribution strategies, and understanding how retirement decisions interact with your broader tax picture. Your custodian or administrator can explain how contributions are made and how transactions are processed. Your tax professional helps you understand the tax impact of those decisions for your specific circumstances. So let's look at the role of financial advisors. Financial advisors who hold the appropriate licenses can help with overall retirement strategy, asset allocation, risk management. They look at your entire financial picture and help align your retirement planning with your goals, time horizon, and comfort with risk. It's important to note that not all financial advisors are familiar with self-directed IRAs or alternative assets. If you plan to invest in areas such as real estate, private lending, or precious metals, you may want to work with an advisor who understands alternative asset strategies. Do you need a financial advisor to open or use a self-directed IRA? No. Many account holders direct their own investments based on their personal knowledge and expertise. However, if you want guidance at the strategy level, a qualified advisor can be a valuable part of your team. Which brings us to the team approach. Successful self-directed IRA investors often work with multiple professionals. Your custodian or administrator, like Mountain West IRA, handles administration and record keeping. Your tax professional advises on tax implications. Your financial advisor helps with strategy. You may also work with specialists related to specific asset types. You are the central decision maker. You gather education from your custodian, advice from your tax professional, and guidance from your financial advisor. Then you make final decisions about your retirement assets. That's what self-direction really means. A self-directed IRA gives you the ability to invest in assets such as real estate, precious metals, cryptocurrency, private placements, promissory notes, private stock, oh my gosh, and so much more. But with that flexibility comes responsibility, and education is the foundation that supports it. Mountain West IRA provides educational resources to help you understand how self-directed IRAs work and what options may be available. Your professional advisors help you apply that knowledge appropriately to your own situation. Here's the key takeaway. advisors educate, tax professionals advise on tax matters, financial advisors guide overall strategy, and asset specialists provide expertise in very specific areas. Start with education. Learn how self-directed IRAs operate and understand the rules that apply. When you need advice, work with licensed professionals who can address your specific circumstances. You can find extensive educational resources at Mountain West IRA, or you can call Mountain West IRA at 866-377-3311 to speak with our team and ask questions about how self-directed IRAs work. Education empowers you. Professional guidance supports you. Together, they help you take informed control of your retirement planning. Thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and ring that bell so you know every time our educational videos come out. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.